This is Jason McDaniel. He's a CTI, and he's also part of the NTCA. If you don't know what that is, you should really look into it. He'd probably tell you a little bit more about it. But first of all, I want you to give a little introduction about yourself, who you are, and pretty much what you do in this industry.
Yeah, Jason McDaniel, Stoneman Construction, Portland, Oregon. Just, certified tile installer, evaluator for the certification program. Won the 2018 Rockstar Award for, one of the best young tile entrepreneurs. Started Global Tile Posse 4 or 5 years ago with Dave Bitton. And, you know me, brother, always trying to push the positive vibe.
Tell people here in TikTok what Posse is, because most people don't even know about the groups on Facebook and how they can get a lot of help from other fellow tilers.
Yeah, so Global Tile Posse is, it's a group of tile installers from all over the world. Obviously, a lot of it in the States, but we do have people from a lot of Australian guys, which I really dig the Australian guys. And some amazing tile setters from all over the world. But people have a bad feeling of the Facebook groups, but. I started GTP because we wanted a positive place. There's a lot of negativity in the trades. We really try to keep it positive. In GTP, it's about that family atmosphere, tile setting. Most of us have the knuckles to prove it, that this is a really hard trade. And in GTP, we try to keep it real. We try to own our shit and, just help learn and grow every day.
Nice. So you guys, you can go on Facebook and type in Global Tile Posse and just join the group, and make sure you bring a positive attitude, because if you bring a bad attitude, we might kick you out of the group. I might report you to Jason, and Jason will kick you out of the group.
Well, the idea is that any negative post gets deleted. So I always say everybody's an admin in GTP. You all have the power to send me or one of the admins a notification of a negative comment, and we will blast it out of there immediately.
Yeah, that group is really good. There's also other groups. There's, of course, the bigger group, and then there's like this little religion groups.
Yeah, a lot of groups
Posse,
in Facebook.
I see, in Posse, I see that it's almost like the second biggest group, but you get good help if you ask a good question, and of course you still get the negativity sometimes. But
for sure,
it's kind of it's impossible to weed out the bad negativity stuff. So
yeah.
So. So getting into Amber's shower, when was the first time you saw the video of the guy using the sledgehammer? And from there on, what made you say, hey, I'm actually going to be a hands-on help, not just sitting at home, be like, oh, poor lady, or like many people, take the guy's side and be like,
right.
Oh, yeah, freaking lady didn't pay, and, he should get his money. He's right, cheering for him. When was, first, where did you see the video first, and what made you kind of look into it and find out what real happened?
Yeah, so I was in Chattanooga doing some business stuff, and saw the video from Chattanooga. Jeremy Johnson posted it in GTP, and then I got home, and I was kind of sitting there at home, the kitchen island, and I just had this feeling. I thought, man, because of my 5-6 years involved in social media and influencing in the tile industry, I have a lot of partners. Ardex, the NTCA, the Tile Shop, Quick Drain. I mean, there's so many people. IQ, Ruby. There's so many people that are helping. So I just thought, shit, if I can get a hold of Amber, I can pull this thing together, and we can go in there and make this thing right. Put certified labor on the map. So I found her. It was really not the easiest thing to do to find her, so I ended up reaching out to her. She was going to get a visit from Matt Capo and Jeremy Johnson about 30 minutes after I had called her. They were going to come over. So she kind of was like, I'm going to use the Colorado guy. I really appreciate you reaching out, and your credentials are great. That's awesome. And I just said, look, good luck. Call me if you need me. I'll always be here. So it turned out she called me 30 minutes later, and Jeremy and Matt both knew who I was. So that really went a long way for the credibility. So that after that, it was just, she basically said, hey, will you run this job with these guys? And I said, hell yeah, let's do it. So she kind of gave me her word that she would stick with me. And I gave her my word that this job would be perfect. And so, at no expense to her. So really, it's been a couple weeks since then, 2-3 weeks. part of the thing that people are not going to realize is that the amount of work it took to get to this point, nobody will really know that.
Right.
You know, this thing has been fully inspected. We had a framing inspection for the window. We had a rough-in electrical and a rough-in plumbing. We've only been here 3 days. This is day 3. We're in the middle of day 3 right now, and the job is passed all inspections. We've got a general contractor that's holding the permit here in Colorado Springs. We did the demo at about 10 or 11 on Tuesday morning, and spent all of Tuesday getting the prep going. Yesterday getting the prep going. Had a 3-hour delay with the plumbing inspector, and then today got here early after the Go Board event and finished prep. So right now the bathroom is 100% prepped, ready for tile, and
Nice.
we did a template, and we've got the bathroom floor is laying in the garage right now, and we're getting ready to do our scribe out there. So
Oh yeah, I saw that live.
yeah, the goal is to have the floor set today, throw up the walls tomorrow, do the niche tune. We got a really cool feature in the niche. We're going to get some solid surface shelves, and then we're going to tune up the niches Saturday morning in the window, and then grout the floor, grout the rest of it Sunday. We'll be done. We'll be done on Monday for sure.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a good game plan. When you have a game plan, you know, everything goes easier. Not every time goes by the plan, but at least you
But
have, you know, what's next,
yep,
what's next, what's next.
yeah. I
And
tell people all the time that I build these things in my head, you
yeah,
know, and I've built this shower 50 times. And
yeah,
people say, Jason, how are you already to that point? And I'm like, dude, I did this like 2 weeks ago when I was sleeping. I did this.
yeah,
So, you know, if you can envision what you're going to do, you know, tile is all about prep is not just the hands-on. Prep is in here too.
yeah.
So, you know, if you
Prep is
can
the
have
hard
that
part.
mindset, dude, prep is the hard part. When I show you the prep in this shower, bro, this thing it has more waterproofing. It's more waterproof than a submarine. I'm not kidding. Like, it is the most solid freaking shower I've ever done, for sure.
Nice. Okay, so I think everybody deserves a shout out. So could you give us a quick rundown of who's involved, including maybe people first and then companies? And if you want,
Yeah.
tell us what they're doing for the project.
Yeah, so Jeremy Johnson, he's the one who originally posted the job. Great guy, really great guy, eager to learn, young in the trades. You know, he's got a really good outlook on things. Matt Capo, he's been doing it about as long as I have. He's from Denver. Jeremy's a local guy. Matt's great, super skilled, comes into this with a lot of experience. And then we've got William White with Ardex. He's also a CTI. William is like my brother. I mean, we work together in Portland. He's from Portland. Ardex sent him out here with me just to kind of, you know, be a part of it, being that this is an Ardex job. The entire everything in here is Ardex except for that quick drain. And quick drain, Daryl donated that drain via Bill Parker. And Bill Parker is another certified tile installer, a good friend of mine.
Okay.
Tile shop, I got the tile shop in on this early, and we set up an appointment for Amber. So all this material was picked by Amber. She's kind of giving us the, you know, design kind of like, guys, do what you want to do. We've got a really cool, we're doing the state flower of Colorado.
Oh,
Angie
wow.
Halford with Unique Mosaics, she did a state flower of Colorado that's going to go in the back of the soap niche. It's really, really cool.
That's gonna be,
We're doing a
yeah,
lot
that's
of
gonna be
solid
awesome.
surface stuff. Aaron Chafee with Ardex, Scott Carroll, you know, all amazing. IQ Saws, Paul and Sarah with IQ, they came through. I mean, both Jeremy and Matt are getting brand new IQ saws and a HEPA-vac. My man Adam Gaspar from Colorado Springs has helped a lot. Steve Sells is the general contractor that's holding the permit. Jeremy, the plumber. We got electricians. I mean, there's been so many people that have helped. Shauna with GoBoard gave us some insulation, right? Necessary.
Nice.
I mean, it's just the list of people goes on and on.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I reached out and everybody said, let's go. Justin with the tile shop. We're doing an event in Colorado, in Denver on Tuesday. William and I are doing a hands-on event where we're going to show some templating and some scribing at the tile shop in Denver. And then, you know, I know you probably want to talk about the demo, right? And kind of what was going on in there. And so
that's
I'll tell
next.
you right now, this was by far the worst work I've ever seen. And I'm not ripping on the contractor that did the job. I mean, the reality is that this trade needs training. It needs people out there beating the streets trying to teach. We need more inspections in this trade. And the guy had the entire job was green board, all of it. All the backer board was green board. It had a single layer of Mapei waterproofing on it, a single layer.
On top of
it had,
green board.
Yep. The bench was built out of wood wrapped in green board. They had a Home Depot liner and the gray Coloroy. The curb, inside, front, and top was sheetrock. It was all sheetrock, no waterproofing. The pan liner, right, it makes you want to throw up. The pan liner, it didn't have any blocking in the walls. So the pan liner was folded and stapled to the footing. I'll send you some pictures. I'll send you some pictures. So it was this shower. For anybody out there that thinks that this is on Amber, you need to check yourself right now. This shower, it was an embarrassment to this trade. And if anybody thinks that it's okay for somebody, first of all, let's just get this right out there right now. No man should ever walk into a house with a sledgehammer if it's not his house.
Right.
And if my woman was home and a man came into the house with a sledgehammer, I would shove that sledgehammer so far up his ass when I saw him. That is not allowed. You are not allowed to do that as a man. As a man. Screw the tile job. Screw the shower.
Yeah.
This is about respect. This is about being a man. And so I can't believe the narrative here. It's ridiculous. So thanks to you for being one of the good guys and trying to get the right message out there.
Oh yeah, I keep a free shower. Oh, not everybody's gonna want a free shower. Blah blah blah. You know, it's just gotta. Sometimes I was starting to argue with them, but lately it's just been like, whatever, dude. Like, just go on with your day and try to do something good instead of just coming here and talking some shit. Okay. What about
you? Want to see the shower?
Sure.
All right.
Let's see it.
It's right here, brother. So I'll just kind of give you a quick rundown of what we did in here. This thing is honestly, it's beautiful. It's really, really pretty at this point. So that is all Tylite board and CA20P. We're going to do a corner niche back there, but we're going to build that as we go. We put in that window. It was a bigger window. So that's all framed, headed off, been inspected. So we got a smaller window. As long as it's above 60 inches, it doesn't have to be tempered. So Amber wanted a window that she could open and close. That fan didn't exist. So we put the fan in. We got a guy here right now running the vent for it. All of the wiring used to be on this wall right here. My buddy Adam Gaspar came in and took out the door and put a pocket door in for Amber. All of the wiring was moved over here now. This is an Ardex floor heat Wi-Fi thermostat. This has floor heat underneath it right here. That's a curbless shower. There's a quick drain back there that's going to be a tileable quick drain. I mean, this thing, you can't see it, but there's a Tylite SK175 pan underneath that. We just decided to make it pretty. We would just paint the whole thing with 8+9. But everything in here has SK175 waterproof banding, and it's been applied with 8+9. We didn't use any thin set to apply these products. So everything you see in here has been applied with 8+9, which is an anti-fracture waterproof product. There's a banding that goes across that transition. We poured this with liquid backer board. It goes all the way. The entire room is waterproof. And then we've got the banding going up the wall right there. And then there's going to be a glass panel that's going to come from there till about right there. So we got brand new plumbing. We got a nice matte black Delta valve with a diverter. She's going to have a handheld. We got Schluter. We're going to wrap the window in white Schluter, the niche in white Schluter. We got a bench going down here. We're going to have a little flower shelf up here. I mean, look, this thing is so freaking solid. You just can't even imagine how solid. This is Matt right here. Matt,
what's up, Matt?
This is my boy Oscar. He's TikTok, man. Anything to say to TikTok?
What's up?
He doesn't have anything to say to TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok.
Yeah, but Matt's, we've been in here slaying it. We got a scribe to do outside. I can show you really quick the flower,
Does
the
Matt
columbine flower,
does
which
Matt
is
have
really
a
cool.
Instagram or something that people can follow them?
Do you have an Instagram?
No, it's either.
You know what? This is Matt's introduction to social media, and after the party we had last night, I think he's really liking it. So we're gonna get Matt
he really needs to
involved
get an Instagram
sure.
and get his work out there.
Right, for sure. Here's the columbine that's going in the back of the niche right here.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
So that's gonna connect right there. That's going to be in the
Nice.
back of our niche, and then we'll have a shelf going through at some point. I mean, that's probably going to be the one thing that's a little interesting is that we got to put a shelf in there. So we'll have to deal with that. But it's got a vase,
Yeah.
and then the columbine. So yeah, and then I'll show you real quick what we got outside too.
And how's Amber?
Amber picked
What's
all
her
the material.
reaction?
She's great, man. She's having a good time. She was a little nervous at first. There's our floor. We're gonna do a little scribe on it.
Nice.
But yeah, Amber's really good, man. She's feeling good about the process, and she's liking what we're doing, right? I mean, it's been solid. We've been killing it in here. She was a little nervous, but once we started working, she was like, all right, these guys got it handled.
Can she tell the difference between, when the other guy was working and now, how everything's being handled so differently?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we, immediately covered the floor with plastic, and, we've been cleaning up every day, and, open dialogue, explaining to her kind of what we're doing and how it's all going to come together. So definitely been a really fun process, and she's enjoying it for sure.
Nice. And how about you? How are you able to keep your cool even with all the haters? Because even in Posse, which is your own group, you have people like even earlier today when you had a live and somebody had posted, why don't we side with the fellow tile guy? This lady is, they don't look into the situation. They just go off of the first video and they side immediately with the other guy. But you are getting hate on because they're saying you're doing it just for the fame. You're doing it because the client is hot. I heard that one. I think somebody posted, like, if I had a client that was that hot, I would probably fly over as well and do the bathroom for free.
I love it.
Just all kinds of things. But I see that you keep your cool so well. How do you do it? What's your secret?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I have a secret, man. I mean, here's the deal. Here's what I know about life, right? If somebody's hating on you, it's because they're jealous. There's thousands of tile contractors that want to be in this house standing where I'm standing right now doing this for Amber. And so if somebody's going to clown on me, they're going to hate on me. Here's the thing, and I've said this multiple times on social media. I have really, honestly, never said a wrong thing to anybody on social media. So if somebody has something negative to say to me, that's their problem, not my problem. Like, that's somebody that's got some insecurities inside, and they take those insecurities and they lash out at me. So look, at the end of the day, I can tell you, I have changed a lot of people's minds on how they're feeling about this shit, right? It's just about being positive, man. It's about sharing the love and not giving into the hate. Because no matter what, the world is far more hateful than it is loving.
Yeah,
you know
I give you
mean?
Props though, because you handle the hate so
Thank
well.
you.
I mean, I see you
I appreciate
replying to these comments, like in this way, even though they're giving you shit for something, and you're just like, oh yeah, have a great day, I love you, things like that. And it's just like, oh my God, I wish I had that, that personality. And it just inspires me, because on TikTok,
Thank you, brother.
There's a lot of haters as well, right? And I get all these comments every now and then, like, oh, you suck as a tile guy, this and that. And sometimes it does get me fired up, but I'm going to work on getting better and maybe replying like, yeah, have a good day, God bless you. That'll go a long way.
You see me. Here's the other thing too. I've had a lot of people hate on me and call me out. I've showed up every time. When I did the contest in Atlanta, I showed up and we won. When the Mud guys called me out for their dry pack, I went to Mud and I won. So at the end of the day, it's about showing up and doing what you say you're going to do something, do it.
I'm going to be completely transparent right now. I've seen you in the groups, for a long time, because, you and other guys are like the tile celebrities, and you guys comment all the time. You guys are like the known people, right? But in that Mud event, I watched the whole live of you doing the freaking mud pan. And it was like me watching, I love soccer. It was like me watching a soccer game. Like, I was so interested on how you were doing it. And I was like, oh my God, this guy is fucking awesome. You know, like, because I have that
Oh,
love
thank you,
for
brother.
shower pans. You know, like, I actually,
Totally.
it like kind of relaxes me, you know, like getting it done, getting it nice and smooth. And like, I watch you do that thing.
Right.
And then they went over to the other pan and I was like, no, there's no way. You know, like, Jason's got this by, you know, miles and miles. He's winning this one. Like, in time, perfection, how it looks, you know, the whole thing, the whole 9 yards. So that's when I really started following.
There was more to that too.
Uh-huh.
My boy, I have a lot of respect for Ellsbury. That guy's a machine. But they had started like 10 or 15 minutes before I started. He was already packing. He had his mud on the tray. They were mud mixed, and I had no mud mixed.
And you guys were using that little thing that
I didn't
rocks
have
back
tools.
and forth.
Yeah, they were ready. They were rolling. I came into that kind of late. So, I mean, I really enjoy that. And that's how you answer the hate. How you answer the hate is to show up. Because I've been called out by a lot of people in this trade, right? And I'm like, cool. Like, if we're going to have a battle of tile, like, just show up.
Do it, yeah.
Yeah,
right,
show up. And
one more
that's
question
really what the deal is. Yeah.
Is the Sledgehammer guy going to have any legal consequences for what he did, or what are the laws over there in Colorado Springs?
I'm not 100% sure yet, and Amber will know more soon. And maybe Steve knows a little bit about this, but he definitely has been brought up on charges of some sort. They are actually trying to sue Amber, which I think is really funny. And Amber has a restraining order against them, and you know, she's still a little freaked out. She sees a truck roll up and the door slam. She kind of is like, oh shit, you know. So yeah, there definitely will be some sort of legal legal issue for Dream Home Builder or whatever when this whole thing is done, for sure.
Nice, because on TikTok some people are going on there and saying, oh, it's completely legal for him to do that because he bought the, you know, he hasn't been paid completely, and you know, they say that from state to state the laws change, and some states you can do it, some states you can't do it. But I want to tell everybody out there that does any type of trade, there are other ways to do this. If you didn't get paid for a job, you know, you can put a lien on the house. You can, you know, get a lawyer. Don't get a sledgehammer and go rip.
Have a conversation.
You know, that's not gonna do anything for you. So
have a conversation.
I appreciate it, man. It's I appreciate you taking time of your day. I know you guys are busy, you know, figuring out all this details.
Anything for you, brother.
I think everybody on TikTok is going to be happy to know that, you know, what's going on, the update, and then just keep shooting me pictures of what's going on, man.
I will, and then we'll catch up. I'll let you know where we're at with it, and when we're done and we got a polished bathroom, I'll give you first shot at it.
Nice. All right, man. Well, appreciate it. I got to go back in my day too and get some work done. Have a nice day, and say hi to Amber.
Brother.
All right.